Hello viewers, I welcome you all once again for my lecture series in chemical engineering topics. Today actually we are coming to the end of the chapter on thermodynamic properties of pure fluids. Just to summarize what we have learned in this chapter, initially we classified thermodynamic properties into three categories. One, reference properties, number two, energy properties, and number three, derived properties. We also derived four important fundamental property relations and also Maxwell's relations. We also learned the use of Maxwell's relation in calculating the thermodynamic properties in terms of measurable quantities like pressure, volume and temperature. We also generated a number of useful equations for a calculation of change in entropy, change in enthalpy, change in internal energy, heat capacities, difference in heat capacities, and also ratio of heat capacities in terms of directly measurable properties such as pressure, volume and temperature. All these expressions we derived are very important in thermodynamics. In this class, we are going to discuss about the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. This equation finds a wide application in the analysis of chemical reaction equilibrium. This equation also provides the effect of temperature on the Gibbs free energy. Now, to derive this Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, we start with the fundamental property relation for change in Gibbs energy, that is dG is equal to minus S dt plus VdP. Now we apply the condition of constant pressure on the above equation. If we apply the condition dP is equal to 0, then dG becomes equal to minus S dt, or I can write dou G by dou T at constant P is equal to minus S as given by equation 1. We know the formula d of U by V is equal to VdU minus UdV divided by V square. Similarly, when we apply this formula to d of G by T, we get d of G by T is equal to T dG minus G dt divided by T square. Now dividing the above equation by dt, the above equation becomes dou of G by T divided by dou T at constant pressure is equal to T into dou G by dou T at constant P minus G divided by T square. But from equation 1, we know that dou G by dou T at constant P is equal to minus S. Therefore, substituting for this derivative in the above equation, we get equation 2, that is dou of G by T divided by dou T at constant P is equal to minus Ts minus G divided by T square as given by equation 2. Now by definition we know that G is equal to H minus Ts. Now substituting for minus Ts minus G as minus H in the above equation, that is in equation 2, the equation becomes dou of G by T divided by dou T at constant P is equal to minus H by T square as given by equation 3. This equation 3 is the famous Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. Now we can go ahead with integrating equation 3. We get equation 4 on integrating equation 3, where in equation 4 G dash is an integration constant. Now in equation 4 we can substitute for H. From the definition, dH is equal to dH is equal to Cp dt, or H is equal to integral Cp dt plus H dash, where H dash is again an integration constant. Also we know that Cp is equal to A plus Bt plus Ct square. Substituting in equation 5, we get the expression for H as given by equation 6 after integration. Now substituting for H in equation 4, we get an expression for Gt, and systematically proceeding with integration, we get equation 7 for G. In equation 7 for the Gibbs energy, G dash is the integration constant. Now from equation 6 we can substitute for H dash, that is H dash is an integration constant. We can substitute for H dash from equation 6 in the above equation 7 to get the final expression for G as derived here. The derivation is straightforward and simple, and we get the final Gibbs-Digham equation as given by G is equal to H minus AT ln T minus B into T square minus C by 2 T cube plus IT, where I is a constant that merges G dash and A. I is given as G dash minus A. This is the famous Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, which finds wide application in chemical reaction equilibria, and also it provides a dependence of Gibbs free energy on the temperature. So that's it for today's class. Meet you soon in the next class. Thank you for watching.